We're going to do some math. We're going to do some mental math, meaning we're going to do some math in our head. Properties. First thing we're going to talk about is different properties. The commutative property is the first one. The commutative property says you can add or multiply numbers in any order. We can do any order at all when we are adding or we are multiplying. So if you think about 4 times 3, what's 4 times 3? 12. What's 3 times 4? 12. What's 5 plus 6? 11. What's 6 plus 5? 11. Doesn't matter what order. That's only multiplication and addition, though. Because subtraction's a little bit different, isn't it? Because what's 5 minus 1? 4. What's 1 minus 5? Negative 4. There's a big difference between having $4 in your pocket and owing somebody $4. Right? So this only works for addition and multiplication. Nothing else. Commutative property. Order doesn't matter. Associative property means grouping. So if we are adding or multiplying more than 2 numbers, it doesn't matter what order we do it in. We can just group them together if we want. Let's say I went golfing. And I shot a 6 on the first hole, a 5 on the next one. And then I did a 7. Ooh, not so good. And then I got a 4, 5. Oh man! But then I shot an 8. But then I came back. I got a 2. Then I got a 3. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I really fell off, and I got a 10. So I went golfing. It doesn't matter what order I add these up in. Some of you are going to want to do this. You want to go 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 7 is 18, plus 4 is 22, plus 5 is 27. Watch this. 6, 4 is 10. 5 is 10. 7 and 3 is 10. 8 and 2 is 10. 10 and 10. So we got 10, 10, 10, 10, 50. Look for groups of nice even numbers. See what I mean? Grouping. So when we have problems that look like that, some of you are going to want to go 17 plus 5 is 23, 22 plus 3 is 25, plus 15 is 4. Watch this. Watch this. What's 17 and 3? 20. What's 5 and 15? 20. 20 plus 20 is 40. Okay? Look for nice groups, nice even numbers, easy to work with. Check this out. Oh, man. Anyone know what the answer to that one is? 260. How did I do that so fast? And it's not because I just did it last hour. How did I do it so fast? There you go. Look at this. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 13. That's actually really easy. Do you guys know this trick? Watch this. This trick, when we are multiplying and anything that has a 0 at the end of it, we can take that 0 off and we can put it in our pocket. Don't lose it. You want to hang on to that 0. Okay, so let's take this 20 off of here. What's 2 times 13? 26. But now that 0 we took and we had it in our pocket, slap her back up there. It was close. I tried. 0. 260. Okay, so you can take those zeros. When you are multiplying, that's one of my little tricks that I'm trying to teach you. If you are multiplying anything that has a 0 at the end, you can take that 0, put it in your pocket, do the multiplication, and then slap that 0 back up there. Now, you can do it if, say there's 2 zeros. Take both the zeros and put them in your pocket.
Can you slap them both on?
Yeah. And you have to have big pockets because you got more than one 0. Okay, so let's try let's look at the next one. Let's somebody quickly answer this question. What's the answer? Kinsey. 30. Because Kinsey recognized that 12 and 8 is 20, and 5 and 5 is 10. Add those together, 30. Nice even numbers. Look for those groups. It's easy to do. What? Very good. What did you do? Perfect. She does this. 8 times 5 is 40. So we got 40 times 3. Take this 0, put it in your pocket. 4 times 3 is 12. Slap that thing back on there. 120. Cool? It's not too hard. Now, the other property we're going to work with is called the distributive property. Instead of explaining all of this, it's going to be a lot easier for me just to show you. Basically, we're going to break apart numbers. Do you guys understand that the number 63 is the same as 60 plus 3? That makes sense to you? That equals itself. The 63 and 60 plus 3 is the same. They equal each other. Any 2-digit number is that way, or 3-digit, whatever. It's just like expanded form. You know, remember we talked about expanded form? Well, when you have a number, when you are trying to multiply two numbers together, 6 plus 35, this is the same. This distributive property tells us that we can do this. 6 times 30 plus 6 times 5. Because this 30 and the 5, this is where that comes from. Are those two things that you can multiply together really pretty easily? Absolutely. So I'm breaking this 35 into a 30 plus 5 and then multiplying 6 to both parts of it. I'm distributing that 6 to both parts of it. What is 6 times 30? 180. What is 6 times 5? 30. Can you add those together? Absolutely. 210. So that original problem I had up there on the board before, what was it? No. That first one I said that you guys will be able to do this in your head pretty fast. 56 times 6. Okay? Break those apart. It's the same as 50. Did you know that a little dot is the same as times? By the way, I'm going to start doing that. 50 times 6 plus 6 times 6. 300 plus 36 is 336. Somebody tell me the answer to that one. quickly. First of all, well, you know what? Wait. Somebody tell me what we're going to break it down into. That will be easier first. What are we going to break it down into? Patrick. 9 times 80 plus 9 times 7. 80 because that 8 is in the tens place, 7 because that's in the ones place. 9 times 80 is 720. 9 times 7 is 63. Add them together, 783. Joseph, you with me? Thank you. Quick! Want to give it a shot? Not quite. Joseph? 5. There's another 5. Why a 9? There's no 9 up here. Clayton? 108. What did you do to get 108? What? Okay, 4 times 20, which is 4 times 2 with a 0 at the end of it, plus 4 times 7, we have 80 plus 28 is 108. What? Yes. Yes, you could. That gets, wait a second, 4 times. But then you have 2 4s left, which is 8. That gets a little more complicated. You could, but like I said, it gets a little more complicated, and I stick with this. This is the distributive property. Let's stick with the distributive property. Last one. Alyssa, you can do it. Stop, sit down. You can do it. What is it? 6 times 40 plus 6 times 3. What is 6 times 40? 240 plus 18, 258. Sit down.